Hi guys, it's me, Miss Manifester, helping you open a spiritual doorway to the abundance that you deserve. Today, I want to talk to you about instant manifestation. Is it possible? And some steps or hacks that can help you with instantly manifesting what it is that you're asking for. Before we start, guys, if you're in the UK, tickets are selling for my event that I'm hosting in London. I'm hosting a fun-filled manifestation law of attraction day with lots of other amazing speakers from the UK, plus other practitioners in Reiki and meditation, etc. So if you are in the UK, I would love to see you there, and I will pop the ticket link below. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to get the regular updates from me every Tuesday when I upload a video. Let's find out about instant manifesting. So some of you are probably watching this video because there's something that you really want and you want to know whether you can instantly manifest something. And the answer to that is yes. We've all experienced instant manifestations on a small scale level. Some of you might have experienced them on a big scale level. I'm going to try and give you some examples as we're going along to help you understand how the key ingredients that I'm going to talk about with instant manifesting have shown up when I've been manifesting or when people I know have manifested things, just to kind of show you that link between the key ingredients and receiving what it is that you want. I also want to reiterate that when you ask for something, it exists for you in vibration instantly. That is instant. It is there for you in the vortex. It's the waiting for it to become physical that presents the time delay. So in the context of this video, I kind of think of it as being a few seconds, maybe up to 72 hours, maybe even a week. That is still a relatively short amount of time in time and space as we know it. So the first ingredient is your faith and belief that the universe is going to deliver this to you. All manifestations have to be backed up by faith and belief. You can only manifest as big as your belief system. If you don't believe that you can have £1 million, you won't have £1 million. Your faith has to carry you there. So this is one of the things I say when you're trying out different manifestation exercises, and some of you ask me what works, what doesn't. They all work if you believe in them. So remember that your faith has got to back up your manifestation. If you believe that this can manifest for you just like that, there is absolutely no reason why it can't. That is the number one thing. You have got to believe that this is possible for you. My example of manifesting something big, to me, big through faith and belief, was my house, the house that I'm sat in right now, because I saw it and I just knew, it was an extremely powerful feeling. I didn't have an offer on the house I was selling. This had come back on the market and I went and saw them and was like, I'm having this house. And she was like, you don't have an offer. And I was like, I'll call you on Monday morning. This was like Saturday afternoon. And by Monday afternoon, it was all sorted. I just knew that this house was meant for me, and even though I didn't have an offer on my house, I trusted the universe that I was going to get the offer that I needed, and I did get the offer and it came through. So, that was less than 72 hours, had a massive, massive turnaround. So that is an example from my personal experience of where I just trusted, I had faith, and I believed that this was possible. And here we are now. Number 2 is surrendering or detachment. And I'm going to talk about both of them because they're slightly different, yet at the same time they're quite similar. So there have been times where I have thought of a friend, for example. This is something we've all had. We thought of somebody, or we thought of a song, and then suddenly the song shows up on the radio, or your friend suddenly messages you right there and then. With that, you are not attached to necessarily receiving this message, you're not attached to hearing this song, but it shows up straight away for you. That is a really great example of detachment. You weren't worrying about it, you weren't obsessing over it, it just happened naturally. You put that signal out and it reflected it back to you. That is detachment, not feeling obsessed over the outcome. You don't mind either way. Surrender is a bit different. Surrender is when you say, I just cannot do this anymore, or I can't do this without you, universe. I need your help. So for example, once I was in a really bad place, I'd done everything I could do, and everything around me in my physical experience was pointing that things were not going the way that they should be going. And this was before I discovered law of attraction, etc. This was quite a long time ago. And I remember having an absolute breakdown and praying and just being like, I need help so badly with this. I can't do this. I really need a miracle and a breakthrough. Within a couple of hours, I got a phone call and everything just started turning around from that phone call. So what looked very bleak really changed. I just had to surrender the situation to the universe and say, I have to have faith in you because nothing else is working anymore. You know, please look after this and take this weight off of me. So that is the difference between detachment and surrender. You either completely detach and you're like, you know what, it would be nice to have it, but my life's not depending on it, and then suddenly it comes through because you weren't obsessing and feeling the lack of it. Or you've got surrender where you say, universe, I can't do this without you. Please take this weight off my shoulders, and I'm just going to put all my faith in you that you're going to help me through this situation. Number 3 is feeling grateful for what you've already got. I've talked about the power of gratitude so much, but when the universe knows that you're already full and that you're already thankful for what it is that you've got, then more will be sent to you. So an example of this was I was talking to my friend, and in our world, we're very online based. Our businesses are more online based than they are in the physical world. But she said to me that she wanted to manifest a physical friend because she was really craving that kind of connection. And we were having a chat about it. She said that. So as soon as she said it, she has set that intention. But then she also expressed gratitude to me saying, but I don't know where I would have been not having you on the other end of the phone, and also just saying, you know, it's a nice to have, but I really appreciate what I've got. Within a couple of minutes, really randomly, some complete stranger from her area messaged her and said, we operate out of the same building and we're both in the same kind of businesses, and I'd really like to have a connection with you so we can, you know, physically support one another in our businesses. And that was just so beautiful and amazing. That literally came through in minutes from a complete random person that neither of us knew. So in that moment, I believe gratitude for what she already had helped her to create that instant manifestation. Number 4 is showing the universe that you can handle what it is that you're asking for. So if you're trying to manifest a large sum of money, show the universe that you can already handle what you've been given. Because if you've got, say, £10,000 in the bank and you suddenly squandered it all and it was all gone and then you felt the lack, why would you suddenly be able to manifest £1 million if you can't show that you are responsible for what you've already been given? This links nicely back to gratitude. Knowing that you can appreciate and use what you've been given already in a responsible manner. So that is an example of showing that you are ready for what you're asking for. And for example, if you were manifesting fame and fortune, you've got to be prepared for what comes alongside fame and fortune, and the universe may give you tests in order to get you ready for that, you know. So if you're not prepared for what you're asking for emotionally, it's less likely to manifest instantly because you're not a vibrational match to it. So my advice is put the right signals out, show that you're responsible, and then you are more likely to get an instant manifestation. So in summary, that is my 4 key ingredients that I believe contribute to instant manifestation: is having faith and believing that it's possible, either completely detaching from the outcome or surrendering it to the universe, having gratitude for what you've already got, and being able to handle what it is that you're asking for. If you're not manifesting things instantly, don't beat yourself up. I do believe there is a divine timing element of we get what we're supposed to get at exactly the right moment. Maybe you are meant to receive that divine intervention right here, right now, or maybe you're supposed to wait for something because you've got some tests, some challenges, some growth to go through before you receive it. My best advice is just to stay open and to be grateful for what it is that you're receiving, and understand that all the little bits are going to add up to make the bigger picture. It's not about, you know, climbing the ladder straight away. It's about just taking the first step on it. And sometimes that first step is just the little manifestations that take you all the way to the top of what it is you're asking for. It's important for us as well to keep a note of when we have these moments that might seem a bit like a coincidence, but actually, you know, they are mini manifestations when you think of a song and you hear it, or you think of that friend and they text you, or you bump into them straight away. You know, that is the amazing power of the universe. We're all connected. So celebrate when those little things happen. They're amazing, amazing signs of your power as a manifester and how connected you are to the universe. So keep a journal of all these great things. I love looking back on that and being like, wow, you know, so many amazing things have happened. And it just reminds me of the special relationship that I have with the universe. If you're quite new to manifesting and you're working on your belief system, start with something small, ask for something believable, or just be really open and say, you know, I'm open to receiving anything, a blessing, a gift, and just seeing what comes through for you, rather than asking for something that you have a strong attachment to. Just be open to receive blessings. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope that's been useful. Sending lots of blessings for your manifestations, and I'll see you next Tuesday for another Law of Attraction video. Bye!